having a really hard time, and he's checking in from Georgia, having a really hard time having my 9U kids apply the drills that we go over. How can I get them to apply what's being taught? I think that's a really good question, Coach Thomas. And an example that I would use is last week we did a practice, and our practice was teaching the players, number one, how to do a secondary lead offensively when the ball's hit. If I'm on second base and the ball's hit to the shortstop or third baseman, how far I go and what I actually do to get back to the bag, or what am I waiting for to go to third. And we were also doing it from a defensive standpoint of how to check the runner, throw it to first. Like, there's a lot of things going on. It just seems simple to us, like, hey, just check 2, go 1. Well, you have to teach them what that even means. What's checking 2? Do I just look at them? Do I have to shuffle at them? Do I just kind of peek at them? And then the runners at second, they're not, since they're 11, they're not used to being able to lead. So their secondary leads put them in a whole new, different realm of where they're standing when the ball's hit to that side. Usually they're stuck on the base because at 10U they're on the base. So when the ball's hit to the shortstop, they're really barely ever getting to third because they don't have that monster, that jump that they have. So it's almost like you're teaching a skill, but then you have to combo it so that they can actually see how it's applicable in the game. So I think those are some of the things that you can do to really help the kids. It's, okay, we're gonna do a ladder drill fielding to get your feet moving really quick. And now we're gonna do the defend the castle drill where you have cones on either side of you. And now I'm gonna rapid fire toss balls. That's why we're moving our feet the way we are, is so that you can move quickly from side to side, and then you hit them a ground ball and watch them move through the ball. So it's kind of like a progression of things. So I think that would really help you and your coaches, making sure that your coaches understand what's going on. Because when we ran our practice, there was 5 coaches just yelling all different things until we had to stop them and then just kind of let the kids see what they could do on their own, opposed to every time the ball's hit, we all want to help coach. We're like, go, 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 check, check, check. We're just screaming things, and the kids that are actually getting the ball are like looking around. They're trying to figure out what to. Let them mess up when they get done, come to the side and be like, okay, make sure on that situation, check, and here's how, so let them mess up and fail first so that they can learn from those mistakes, not just having to listen to what we're telling them, and then, or else they're never gonna be able to apply it the way that you want them to, because they're just waiting to hear us say, tell them what to do, opposed to letting them play. They have to play the game, okay, not just listen to you and kind of do that.
That's one thing that I love to do when I'm at practice is if we're doing like a simulated game or we're doing a coach pitch scrimmage at practice, I'll have my coach throw and I'll walk around the field and I'll just talk to the players. Like, hey, what are you thinking right now in this situation? Just to kind of get in their head, and you'll get some funny answers sometimes because kids will have either no clue or they'll say, I just don't want the ball hit to me, or I'm thinking about not making an error, whatever it is. They might be thinking about what they're having for dinner after practice, but getting in their head a little bit and saying, what are you thinking about on this play? This situation, the ball's hit to you, what are you going to do? I love doing that. I love roaming the field, and I think it's an important part of practice, making sure that our coaches are spread out. Because, you stick 4 coaches in the dugout, just like Coach Duke just said, they're all yelling 4 different things. It's like they're in there playing a video game, and the kids are just, the people out on the field that they're trying to control. So, like he said, kind of letting them play the game. But I think that's a great question right there. And I think all of us struggle with it. I struggle with it at practice myself, trying to give our kids some homework to take home, and apply what they learned at practice at home. And, we always wrap up our classes and our team practices with like a brief recap of what did we cover today. All right, good. Let's focus on these 2 things during the week. Even if you spend 2 minutes at night, working on your pick series or maybe working on your lead. This way, next practice, we don't have to start all over and reteach the same exact thing from week to week. So, applying it in practice and then also getting them to apply it at home, I think is a challenge in itself.